Hey everybody, my name is Spencer, and in this sponsored video, my daughters Emma and Jane are going to give you a preview of Game of Hunt from Sweet Troll Games. Before I hand it over to them, I want to ask you to please subscribe to the channel. The more subs I have, the more proud these girls are of me. Plus, it helps others find their videos too. Real quick, just a brief summary. Game of Hunt, a cooperative family game, is actually 4 games in one. While the games use the same components and have very similar rules, each one tells a different story. While the main goal of each game is to collect little cubes, each game has a different method of collecting the cubes, as well as varying challenges to collecting the cubes. The game pages are magnetic, and the components, such as the pawns and cubes, will stick to the board so they don't get knocked off. On their turns, players will mostly play cards to move their pawns and to pick up the cubes, though there are a few other actions that can be taken. Most cards have an arrow that shows the direction a player will move when they play their card, though there are a few that allow you to pick up the cubes, and there is one teleport card. The cards also have a coordinate on them. This is in the event that the game tells you to put down a cube. You draw a card, ignore the arrow, and find the space on the map to add the cube. Each game's difficulty, like the number of cubes to collect and the amount of time you have to complete the objectives, is dependent on how many players are playing. By the way, you can play the game solo if you wish. So that's the setup. I'll let the girls get into the different games, explain a little bit how to play, and give their thoughts and recommendations.
Smile! Hi, I'm Emma. And I'm Jane. And we're gonna talk about Game of Hunt. So you just are using these magnets to pick up these cubes and stuff. And also, you should always you can always also play with the monster. So each game has a different objective, and you can play your cards to get these little cubes. So this one is the trash monster. You're supposed to pick up these little cubes. These stand for trash. So you're supposed to pick up the little trash. And there's a time track. And the next one, Emma. Wait, there is. I do it. The next one, you're supposed to help little gnomes pick up some mushrooms. Some might teleport you. So be careful. You have to make sure it teleports you or not. The next game. That's going backwards. It's this way. Next game, you're trying to help the aliens pick up different resources before time runs out. And then the last game, you're trying to pick up monkeys, trying to press the buttons on the monkey things, on the monkey's golden statues, and then you can pick it up. If you roll a die and you get any kind of number that the rules says, then you can pick it up and put it with the other cubes. Boop! Yay! I got that statue. So you get to spend 3 actions. You can play a card to move. If you want to, there's a player that might have a card you need to pick up a trash, and you don't have that card. So you can swap a card with another player. And you can play cards to move your character from one space to another to pick up the block you need to get to. And whenever your turn is done, the game will fight back. So depending on where you sit, it's depending on your point of view. So if I were to sit here, then if I went up, I would go this way. If I went this way, I would go this way. But if I went from here, I would still go up like that, this way and this way. If I sat here, I would go up like this, that way and that way. And if I sat right here, I'd go up like this. I'd go left and right.
Did you get all of that? Basically, she means that each player's perspective of the board determines the direction they move when they play the cards. When viewing the board from the front, up for one player on one side of the board may actually end up being left for another person. That requires clever planning and encourages everyone to be engaged. Okay, back to the girls.
I think playing with magnets is fun, so you can choose any kind of player, and then you have to go get get some blocks and move to another space to another to get the block.
So much trash. The pieces don't move off.
That's so cool.
So I like more than one. I like the trash monster, the mushrooms, and the monkey temple. Basically, they're all my favorite.
I think that the trash monster is fun. Also, the alien one was fun, and the monkey statue one is fun. My favorite one is the noon one where you're trying to pick up the mushrooms.
So I think like the monkey temple and the alien planet was hard. And because, well, on the alien planet, it's really windy, so it'll make you move in different directions. And on this one, when you roll the die, if you don't press the right button to get the monkey statue, then it'll just stay there and the monkey statues move. It's very frustrating.
And I think that the trash monster one is hard, and the mushroom one is hard. Because the mushrooms about the mushrooms one that is hard, you might teleport. It might teleport you to where there's not a mushroom. And the reason why I think the trash monster is hard, because he keeps leaving trash around the place, and it will track your time, and you won't be able to get it sometimes.
So I think like ages like 5 and up or something.
And I think ages 6 and 8 would like it.
This is really fun.
Wait, actually, I take that back. I think every kind of age would like to play this game.
So I think all these games are really fun.
And yeah, I think all of these games are fun too.
Would you play again?
I would play again if I got a chance.
Yeah, if
I had a busy schedule, no, I would not have enough time.
Yeah, but if I was at school and I was done with school, I could still play it because it's kind of a short game.
Would you play it with your friends?
Yeah, they would like it so much.
It's so fun.
Thanks for watching.
So there you have it, a strong endorsement from Emma and Jane. I just want to give a few more comments before the end of this video. First is that the game works well for kids because the mechanisms are pretty much the same from game to game, so they don't have to learn something completely new. However, because of the way the game fights back, as Emma said, there's enough variety to keep players interested, whether playing the games back to back or not. I can tell this game is a labor of love, and while it doesn't come in the iconic yellow box of the popular Habba games, this feels like something that could come from that publisher. It's well thought out, encourages logical thinking, and teaches directions, cooperation, and map coordinates. It's educational and fun. So that's all from the Williams family. I hope you have a sense of the game and have enough information to make an informed decision on whether to back the game on Kickstarter. If you still have questions, feel free to post them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Also, if you want to tell Emma and Jane what a great job they did, post your compliments in the comments too, and I'll be sure to pass the message along. Check the description of the video below for the link to the Kickstarter page, as well as various ways you can support the Lighten Up initiative. Until next time, don't take the board game hobby too seriously, just have fun and lighten up.